guys, I'm back again today, reading from the My Little Pony book, Pinkie Pie and the Rockin Pony Party. I started this book already and we got to chapter 5 and I'm going to continue for a few more chapters now. Chapter 5. Hard Times on Rock Farm. Her family all wore blank expressions as Pinkie twirled with glee. It was obvious that Igneous Rock had dealt with Pinkie's exhausting energy many times before. He stood patiently for a while, waiting for her to calm down, but soon he grew tired of the act. "All right now," he said. "That's enough." But Pinkie was too excited to notice his disapproval. Meanwhile, Twilight, Applejack, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash, and Rarity stood close by. They had heard a lot of Pinkie's days growing up on a rock farm, but they'd never met Pinkie's family before. Some of the other party-going ponies started to gather round too. They were also curious to learn more about the relations of the most popular pony in town. The chances were good that her family was totally fun too. "Hi, Mum." "Hi there, Dad." "How's it going, Marble?" "What's new, Limestone?" "Where's—" "Your older sister is keeping an eye on the farm," Igneous cut her off. "Oh, okay. What are you doing here?" "I'm totally surprised." Pinkie skipped around them. "Are you here to party? I planned all this." "They're a really cool Pinkamena Diane pie," Igneous interrupted. "We are not here to party." Pinkie stopped still. "You're not?" "No," Cloudy Quartz replied. Marble and Limestone shook their heads. "Well, why did you come to a party then, you bunch of silly-heads?" "A party is the absolute worst place to not party." A couple of ponies laughed. "Pinkamena, don't you start with me," Cloudy warned, looking down. "Sorry," Pinkie said, her mane deflating. "I'm just so excited to see you. It's been super long. You never usually leave the farm." "Oh, is something wrong with Rocky?" "Who's Rocky?" Cloudy said. "Rocky's my pet rock, Mum. He's grey, lumpy, and about this big." Pinkie motioned with her hooves. "I definitely introduced you to him." "Oh," replied Cloudy Quartz. "Anyway, I only left him back at the farm because he said he'd miss you all of his rock buddies." Pinkie explained to her friends. She turned back to her parents. Marble and Limey promised to look after him. Marble Pie's face remained blank. Limestone blinked. Igneous cleared his throat and started to pace back and forth across the grass. "This here has got nothing to do with pet rocks or parties, Pinkamena." "Well, why are you guys in Ponyville then, Dad?" Huh? Pinkie looked at the faces of her family, but couldn't read them at all. "Ooh, let me guess. Are we going on a family holiday to Appaloosa? Or, I know. You came to bring some of Granny Pie's scrumptious rock cakes. No, that's not it. Okay, I give up. Tell me. Pinkie's eyes practically popping out of her head with excitement. Your mother, sisters, and I are here for a very important reason, Igneous began. Pinkie frowned. Whatever it was, it didn't sound fun at all. It sounded serious. Well, word got round that you are friends with. Igneous looked around nervously, realizing that he had an audience of curious Ponyville residents watching his every move. We had heard that you might know. Igneous puffed up his chest and finally announced, We are here to see Her Royal Highness, Princess Twilight Sparkle, regarding an urgent business matter. We need to see the princess, Cloudy said. The sisters nodded in unison. Pinkie's face dropped. You're not here to party or to see me. I'm sorry, but we have to talk to the princess and then get back to the farm right away, Cloudy replied. We don't have time for any of this party nonsense. Oh, I see, Pinkie sighed. This is not nonsense, Twilight said, stepping forward. And I am right here. Everyone turned to look at Twilight, who up until now had been blending into the crowd. Usually she preferred that everyone treated her like they did before she became a princess. Twilight still wasn't used to all the attention, but she would do anything to help a friend, and it seemed like Pinkie needed her to play princess role today. Twilight spoke to her in her most regal voice. Welcome to our fair Ponyville. She bowed. Igneous, Cloudy, Marble, and Limestone bowed their heads and leaned their front hooves on the grass to show their respect. Princess, Igneous Rock said, thank you for having us. We'd be so grateful if you'd help us out. I'll help in any way that I can, Mr. Rock, said Twilight. Pinkie is, after all, one of my very best friends. Cloudy and the sisters looked down at their hooves, embarrassed at how they just treated Pinkie in front of royalty. That's great, Your Royal Highness, said Igneous, taking off his hat, but he didn't sound too happy. This is great news, because we are about to lose the rock farm. What? Pinkie Pie leaped in the air. How dreadful, exclaimed Rarity. Oh no, cried Rainbow Dash. Those poor little rocks, Fluttershy whispered. Pinkie, are you okay? Asked Applejack, giving her friend a glance. Pinkie's eyes were wide with terror, and she stood frozen to the spot. Fluttershy and Rarity looked concerned. Somebody poke her, said Rarity. I've never seen her stand still before. Spike ran over and gave her a gentle nudge. You okay, Pinkie Pie? Pinkie looked up, her face full of sadness. Everyone go home, she said. This party is over. Everyone gasped. No one ever expected to hear Pinkie Pie say such things. Chapter 6. The Pink Sheep of the Family. Pinkie Pie had always been the most fun-loving pony in town. If she was that upset over losing a rock farm, then it must be a big deal. For the rest of the day, Ponyville was abuzz with chatter about how Pinkie Pie herself had broken up a party. What was Equestria coming to? But I thought she didn't even like the rock farm, Rarity whispered to Rainbow Dash. They were following Applejack as she led Pinkie's family over to the big barn at Sweet Apple Acres. Well, the rock farm was her home, so she's probably sad it will be gone, Fluttershy said in her tiny, gentle voice. I can't imagine it. Hey, are those emeralds around the flower border? Rarity gasped, trotting up to the barn entrance. She was easily distracted by gemstones, no matter where they were. How divine. Come in, y'all, Applejack said, ushering her friends and Pinkie's family inside. We'll have a bit of privacy in here. She peeked her head out of the barn door to make sure that there were no stray party ponies following them. The Pie sisters looked at their surroundings in awe. Everything seemed to be so much brighter in Ponyville than back at home. Good call, Applejack. Now, where were we? Twilight walked over and hugged Pinkie. Luckily, she had perked up since Apple Bloom brought her an emergency cupcake. What happened to the farm, Mr. Rock? And what can all of us here do to help? Twilight wanted to make sure the family understood just how important her friends were to her. Being a princess required support. It wasn't just a one-pony job. Ignis sat down on a wooden bench and hung his head. It looked as if he had the weight of the whole rock farm on his shoulders. Marble, limestone, and cloudy quartz trotted over and sat beside him. They all looked really sad. Go on now, Iggy, Cloudy said. She patted her husband on the back. Tell the princess here what's going on. Why don't you explain, Cloudy? He said, looking tired. Yeah, tell us, Mum, Pinkie said, jumping up and down. She couldn't take the suspense any longer. Tell us now. But before she could begin, Limestone blurted out. It's the gems. The gems? Rarity asked. Any mention of jewels always piqued her interest. What about them? Ever since the Crystal Empire showed up again, all anybody wants are stones that shine, sparkle and shimmer, Cloudy explained. Her bottom lip started to quiver. Plain old rocks are boring. No, they're not, Mum, Pinkie cut in. Rocks are awesome. There's a slate, and granite, marble, mudstone, and... Well, he was out to the rest of Equestria, Marble Pie replied. We haven't had any business for months. That's awful, said Twilight. She felt especially bad, thinking of all she had done for the Crystal Empire. She never expected the rest of Equestria to be affected by its return, especially turning ponies out of their homes. Pinkie suddenly recalled that very morning when she'd seen Cheery Lee's gem-lined front path, and Rarity had just pointed out that the Appy family had put in some gems around the barn. It didn't seem like a lot of ponies in Ponyville were really into gems lately, but Pinkie Pie never considered how the trend could be a problem for anyone. Pinkie looked at the sad faces in her family. The gravity of the situation hit her like a ton of rocks. She had to do something to help them. Pinkie may have left her rock farming days behind her, but the last thing she wanted was her family's to lose the farm. She pictured the old barn, the rock fields, and the drab grey landscape. It wasn't much, but it was home. Thinky Pinky, she said to herself, and then it came to her. Pinky began trotting around the barn, skipping and shouting. I know, I know. She did a grand leap and landed in front of her parents. We'll throw a party. A party? Asked Cloudy Quartz. She furrowed her brow. I don't know. Yeah, but not just any party, Pinky said, growing more excited by the second. A party dedicated to totally amazingness of rocks. It will be a rock concert. We'll get bands and all sorts of rocks to decorate and invite every pony from every city all over Equestria to our new home. Our very own Rockin pony party. Twilight, Rainbow Dash, Applejack, Fluttershy, and Rarity all turned to Pinky's family for a reaction. Marble frowned. Lambstone blinked. Cloudy winced. Igneous remained stony-faced. What a splendid suggestion, Pinky, Rarity finally said, breaking the silence. What do you think, Mr. Rock? I think, Igneous said, stepping forward, that Everyone leaned forward. Pinky's smile grew with excitement. It's the silliest idea I've ever heard in my life. This is not something one of your parties can fix. Why can't you be serious for once, Pinkamena? I just thought it could be fun if... Fun, Igneous said. Why don't you run along now and leave us alone with the princess so we can figure this out for real. Marble flipped her straight grey fringe and nodded with agreement with her father. Pinky's face fell. She'd only wanted to help in the best way she knew. Ever since she had left the rock farm, parties had been her life. Pinky loved nothing more than to make other ponies smile. A little fun could ease even the worst problems. It had even worked the day Pinkie Pie got her cutie mark. She'd thrown her very first party for the whole Pie family, and had all laughed and danced and smiled. So why wasn't it working now? Maybe they were right. Maybe she did need to stop being so silly. If it meant that much to her family, and it meant that much to her. Mum, Dad, Pinkie Pie said, I, Pinkamena Diane Pie, Pinkie promise to be a super serious daughter from now on and not throw any more parties. Cross my heart, hope to fly, stick a cupcake in my eye. Pinkie's friends looked at one another in shock. There's nothing that would make Pinkie Pie break a Pinkie promise. Chapter 7. Pinkamena Serious Pie. As soon as Pinkie Pie woke up the next morning, she went straight to work on becoming the new Pinkie Pie she had promised to be. No more messing around, Gummy, she said to her pet alligator. I'm Pinkamena Serious Pie now. Please don't bother me with any party invitations or cupcake offers. No swimming in the lake, or dressing in silly costumes. All my time will now be devoted to finding a super duper serious way to save the rock farm. Pinkie trotted over to the mirror next to her Pinkie party planner. Her reflection showed her hair had fallen a little flat against her head, almost as straight as marbles and limestones, but she needed something else to look really serious. Luckily, the mess she'd made the day before still covered the floor. There were flags, party horns, and costumes all over the place. Pinkie spotted a great accessory for her new persona. These are perfect, Pinkie snapped, the fake nose and the moustache off the pair of joke glasses and popped the frames onto her face. I look like I mean business. Pinkie ripped down the party planner and replaced it with a plain white calendar. First on the Save Our Farm schedule is to clean up this room. I can't have party hats and noisemakers distracting me if I am thinking of really serious ways to save the farm. Pinkie got to work, packing up her party things. After she dragged the heavy boxes down the sugar-coop corner stairs, she started painting her room a drab shade of brown. Then she heard a hoof knocking on the door. "Ooh, a visitor," Pinkie yelled out, forgetting to tone down her giddiness. "I'll be there in 2 shakes of a little lamb's tail." Pinkie dropped the roller into the tray. It landed with a splat. Specks of paint splashed into Gummy, who responded with his usual blink. Pinkie bounded to the door and flung it open. Standing there was Twilight Sparkle. She was wearing her crown, which was odd because she usually didn't. "Hello, Twilight," Pinkie sang out. Welcome, Miss Sparkle. How may I help you?" Twilight made a funny face. "So you were serious about being serious?" "Absolutely," chirped Pinkie, and quickly added in her new voice, yes, I am." "Why are you covered in chocolate then?" Twilight asked, looking at the brown splotches all over Pinkie. Twilight didn't want to mention the odd glasses Pinkie was wearing. "Were you baking your famous double chocolate chipper muffins?" "No, silly Billy Twilight," Pinkie Pie said. "I'm redecorating. Or should I say, undecorating. Pinkamena Serious Pie would never such a fun bedroom to play in. Once I do this, finding a way to save the farm will be a piece of rock cake." "Undecorating," Twilight noticed the blotchy brown paint on the walls. What had Pinkie done? Pinkie loved her colourful room. Brown paint, no parties, straight hair? Twilight asked. "Pinkie, this isn't you. We're going to plan the rock concert, just like you said. And we need your help." "Thanks, but no thanks, Twilight." Pinkie shook her head. "You heard them. My family isn't interested in parties. I have to find another way to save the farm." Pinkie picked up her roller again and began to paint. Her glasses didn't fit and kept sliding down her nose. Whenever she pushed them back up, she smudged paint on her face. It looked funny, but Twilight couldn't even laugh. Her friend was in trouble. Twilight trotted to the door, feeling defeated. "Well, Pinkie, I guess it looks like I'm going to plan a rocking party concert. Let me know if you have any suggestions. Just maybe, if Twilight showed Pinkie how much the ponies needed her help with the party, she wouldn't be able to resist. Chapter 8. Pinkie-less party planning. Twilight could really tell that Pinkie's family wasn't going to be much help, even though they'd finally agreed to let Twilight put on a show. When they'd heard it from the princess's mouth, it seemed like a better idea than it had when Pinkie said it, but it was too late. They'd hurt Pinkie's feelings, and now she was trying to be serious to please them. All right, everyone, let's try to figure out exactly how Pinkie Pie does this, Twilight Sparkle said. She was surrounded by books on the rocks, party planning and music, but she had no idea where to start. Planning a rock concert was such a big task. Then we can figure out how to get Pinkie back to her normal silly self again. Twilight picked up a book called Guilds of Western Equestria and began to read aloud. A geode is a spherical stone that has a plain rock-like appearance on the outside, but on the inside contains a glittering centre that Rainbow Dash and Applejack exchanged a look. I'm sorry, Twi, but how is studying rock books going to help us plan a rock concert? Rainbow Dash asked. Shouldn't we be out there getting our hooves dirty? Maybe we should recruit some pony bands to perform, offered Applejack. I could start on some decorations, said Fluttershy, or at least try to. Twilight closed the book. You ponies are right. This isn't getting us anywhere. Where are the Pie Sisters? Surely they have some ideas, Rarity said. It is their party. I doubt it, answered Twilight, using her magic to put away the books. Her horns sparkled, and the hardbacks floated gently up to their sleeves, up to their shelves. If you haven't noticed, the Pies aren't too into parties. I only got them to agree to let us put on a concert by saying it was my official royal advice. They looked so lost at the party yesterday, said Fluttershy. Twilight nodded. I completely agree. That's why Spike is giving them a tour of Ponyville. I told them that Spike was my royal tour guide, and it was a special honour to be shown around by him. They sure do look up to you, huh? Applejack said, being a princess and all. Now, if only they'd believe me when I say the best pony for this job is Pinkie Pie, Twilight exclaimed. Then they'd see just how special she is to all of us. Don't worry, Twi, said Rainbow Dash. Once we start putting the party together, Pinkie won't be able to stop herself. I give her a few hours before she's in here, calling all the shots. Twilight looked down at her to-do list. Rainbow, you've given me an idea. I know just how to get Pinkie back. Okay. So there's not a lot of chapters left. I'm just having a look. There's 16 chapters. So obviously, being a book, shorter than others. We are now on chapter 9, which I will come back to. And I hope that you're enjoying the story. It's much as I am. Like I said before, I do like words paying me a lot, so if you're liking it as well, please let me know. I do have quite a lot of books on the characters, and I do have a lot of other books as well I would like to explore with you. But like I said, please let me know, and if there's anything that you would like me to read, I will hopefully get round to that at some point. And I will say goodbye to you now, and hope that you enjoyed my reading. I'll see you again